first days of power, Hitler knew that he had to bring the children of Germany under his control. The future of the Third Reich rested on their shoulders. Hitler wanted to produce a generation of dedicated and ruthless Nazis. A generation who could realize his dream of conquering the world.
Wir wollen nicht der Letzte sein in diesem Konzert der Welt, sondern wir wollen mit die Ersten sein. Das ist unser Gelöbnis.
Adolf Hitler was correct. A madman, a cockroach on the floor of history, but correct nonetheless. In order to build a Germany that would carve out his edict of despicable crime and war, he would need the children. No age was too young in the Third Reich's consideration of when the brainwashing would begin. Every child, especially German boys, would be the foundation on which he would build his never-ending subjugation of anyone who dared question him or his mad vision. By December of 1936, more than 5 million German children were members of the Hitler Youth, taught to hate anything that was not directed by their leaders, taught to brutalize those of a certain religion, and instructed there was nothing more important than cleansing the planet of anything that did not follow their way of life. And in the final days of the war, Hitler turned to these young men, served them up as bullet fodder for the Russians and the Allies. Many of them killed or captured, their lives, their youth, stripped from them before they could experience what it's like to be a kid. And the rest of their life would be filled with dark memories those who remain alive to this day cannot shake. Those who are already gone took to their graves. Almost a century later, little has changed when it comes to despots, butchers, cowards, and those who seek to spread their diseases around the planet. These craven, gutless punks who use children as suicide bombers, promising them the usual lies and tripe of martyrdom glory.
Is there an advantage to using child suicide bombers over adults? I mean, why do you do that?
Children accept what you say after you talk to them just a couple of times. They can be used in rickshaw, bicycle, or motorcycle attacks.
It's made him a wanted man, but he agreed to meet us in Kabul because he could tell an American audience why he's at war with the U.S. We insisted on meeting at a secure location, and he insisted on concealing his identity.
We have suicide bombers from all districts of Helmand province. They're as young as 12, 13, up to 50 years old.
I want to know, when you look at these young boys, what makes you decide, this one, I'm going to choose this one to kill himself?
It takes 4, 6, 7 months of training. Everyone knows who is fit for what kind of work. You can easily understand their abilities for different tasks.
Hitler and his reprehensible ilk at least had the courage to put a face to their hatred. These are the cowards who hide their face lest someone recognize those who send babies into battle. This one uncovered by 60 Minutes is Taliban, but they're all the same. Taliban, ISIS, Boko Haram, the names are meaningless, save for the fitting final solution they have all earned.
On the ground at Saif's house, a fierce firefight. ISIS fighters defending the building, using women and children as human shields, the Pentagon says. At times, the combat's so close, commanders using their training in hand-to-hand fighting.
So it happens in close quarters battles more frequently than you think. They'll even duck under your rifle. And when they duck under your rifle, then you have to get into hand-to-hand combat.
Abu Saif killed in the firefight. Saif's wife captured and held for questioning, and an apparent slave freed. All American personnel returned safely after scooping up laptop computers that could prove to be an intelligence windfall.
Bravo to the American Special Forces, those who planned the mission, those who ended the life of this despicable two-legged pile of human excrement. Those of a certain generation recoil at the mere mention of Hitler, Nazis, Goering, Hess, Auschwitz, Buchenwald, Treblinka. Here in the 21st century, we must condition ourselves to react with the same amount of resolve and dedication when it comes to Abu Sayyaf, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, Ramadi, Anbar Province, Taliban, ISIS, and the rest. As a nation and world, we banded together to seek out and execute those who sought nothing more than terror and blood. We must do the same now. Stop thinking about these groups and their ilk, how they affect us. Consider what they would mean to our future and that of a planet seemingly always in their grip. To that end, let's stop wasting time, turn the special forces loose, kill the vermin, put them down without a second thought. Rock on, true believers.